Welcome back. You're watching more Mob Psycho, and after a close encounter of a very disturbing kind. What are we going to see? It was nice jetting off to another part of the galaxy though. Seeing some possibly friendly faces is hard to tell. It might have been fun having some sort of interplanetary exchange program, but after about 10 days or so, having him returned is probably more than enough journey and adventure for one day, even if you can't remember it. How many repressed dreams and visions is he going to have growing up, trying to recall everything that happened? But remember, now that the world is filled with psychics, ghosts, aliens, what else is out there? Right. Going all the way back, having some sort of childhood memory there of Mob using his powers to entertain. Someone actually appreciated his gifts there. Well, considering his mostly all of his attention kind of being set around this, I can't remember her name. The girl that he's infatuated with. It would be kind of strange if he didn't have a dream involving her at one point or another, but with Mob's growth being from, well, if we're being shown there, he was using his powers for just entertainment and the like. But going from not wanting to do anything, probably because of that outburst which injured some people. Was he knocked out? And then slowly getting to learn that it's okay and to be happy with himself, etc. It's been an amazing journey for the boy. If we had the big fight of the season with Dimple halfway through, is there going to be any more? Surprisingly, not so many vegetable head students anymore. Just go back into normal class routines and the like. Well, that's put a bit of a damper on your plans there. I don't think a third year with her in your class is going to be really going to pan out if she's moved. What was that hairstyle at the end? Well, with time ebbing away. And then being called out in the middle of the class there because he took interest in the announcement. It's like every one of them. Already building. To be fair, if it wasn't, and he wasn't kind of anxious about it, I'd be surprised. Roll out story time. They're all about self-improvement, not Just be sure of yourself. No need to worry. If it works out, then all the best. Didn't know it was that kind of club. How much has he improved? Ah, motivation. I get it now. Well, one aspect of him there, how much effort he's put in building himself up with the Body Improvement Club. One at a time. Remember, it was a shared room. I wonder if they overheard. You know, you could not use your mind-reading powers for evil, you know. And that would be tantamount to lying. And creepy as hell if you think about it, if anyone finds out. I mean, as much as he's been serious about many other things, this is something that he's been thinking about for years, but never enacting anything on. Hairstyle. Do your best. I wonder how often she's having this conversation, and the fact that, do you need a reason? Complete shutdown. Oh god. Why do any of them in line there think they'll do any different? Her back's gonna start hurting with all the bowing that she's going through. Interesting use of animation there. He might be a little on edge. Can't be helped. Shogunite. You'll see when you get there, and you'll see the queue. But exactly, if there's mass hysteria going on at the school, how are they going to console that many people? I mean, it seems like a small leap from what they were conversing about, but normal chivalry and manners, yeah, sure, that goes away. So many people have forgotten what it means just to be generally kind, let alone have manners. There's a lot more under the surface there. And small hints and looks that she's giving, seeming, ugh, what the hell are these people talking about again? Intuition? How much attention are you actually paying now? If, well, Mob's kind of on the outcast anyway, so would you be able to tell people's feelings and whatnot in the best of circumstances? Right now, they've got much more important business at hand. You can't have him thinking about this. Maybe we'll have someone else to ask. He's just putting things straight up. He's not really trying to beat around the bush or... There may be more under it. A little introspection just to make sure. But the fact that we've had Mob with like childhood memories and the like, you'd hope there was more than just base appearances. A tunnel through a sand pile. It seems to... Floating puppy. Kind of like the frog. Seen it already. That dog was rather calm for being airborne, to be fair. Have a shower. Oh no, not fashion and Mob. We know how that goes down. You might be getting ahead of yourself. I mean, it's best to get some resources up and make sure that what you're telling to people is accurate. And the fact that Mob puts so much stake into what Reagan says, it's good that he actually wasn't flippant about it. He has to hide who he is, however, Mob, he goes down slightly different. Now, he's not a con man at heart, is he? He doesn't need to hide much. I feel like at least one of them was a reference to something. Stay away from him. We know what happened last time. No more, monkey shirts and the like. How how can he possess such confidence? The fact that he has so many people now that he can not only turn to for assistance, for advice, but those are, for the most part, might at least have one nugget of helpful truth. Some people might be happy to receive some onigiri. Depends what's inside it, actually. Might go down really well. The safe option, as long as she hasn't been given a shit ton of other gifts and whatnot from everyone else that's been attempting. He's learning. Why does Ritsu look more nervous and anxious about it than Mob? I remember that trip to the consultation office, but I mean, as we heard when he was waiting outside the classroom, she wasn't there. Well, Shogunite. What will happen will happen. There's nothing you can do to change it. Why worry about it? But Sume is kind of an interesting character if it's not really been fleshed out, because she has been shown to be more than just, oh, look, she's the Saitama. The only one that's got somewhat of a design for the face, not vegetables. But bubbling under the surface, so much contempt for people. I'd like to get a background on as to why or anything, but and it's how awkward would it be having your mother in the room listening to this conversation when he's already tense as hell? The wandering around while also momentarily stopping and plodding about while on the phone. I think almost everyone has experienced that at some point, if not every conversation I've ever had on the phone. Well, his friend is moving away with no preparation or prior knowledge. That in of itself would be a reason to be acting slightly odd. How long is he gonna be on the phone for? I mean, a step ahead, a step above from everyone else that was kind of just waiting in line with no connection to her at all. And while such unimportant matters are happening, You have the real thing there. Learn x is minus 2. Mathematics can be applied to so many occasions. He is expressing a lot better than when we first met him. He may not show it on his face all too often, but we're going for the flowers, are we? Simple, kind of understated, kind of expensive for the price. Well, it depends on what the flowers actually are, I guess. Yeah, he's okay. If you're going to do it properly, here's these instead. No extra cost. You might be going a bit overboard with those ones, though. There is a balance to be made. In fact, yeah, everyone has his back, is pushing him forward there. A good use of your powers there. Damn cat. But is there so many... Oh, he's distracted. What is one power... One use of his powers on the cat too much? He had to leap in himself, or maybe it's just instinctual this time. Ooh, that is a hefty smash in the windscreen. And the rest of the car. And that's how he was reincarnated in another world. So, Mob, about why you didn't turn up to the park. With a turn of events like this, it's like whenever you've got a standout moment, someone growing, kind of being true to themselves in a tense situation, undercut it with a car accident or something. What's a story without a good traffic collision? Although I don't think it's going to go down very well for the driver. His insurance may not be all too happy about it. A red light still going through and pedestrians on the crosswalk. And there we have once again Mob Psycho trying to do something a little different from its premise with psychic powers and battles and supernatural tendencies, and now we had an entire episode of someone trying to build up the confidence to find something good in themselves to stand out from the crowd. A reason as to why someone might have a connection with them. Their history and everything not being enough, apparently. I like the duality, though. Mob going around asking everyone for advice, anyone and everyone, no matter their experience levels, no matter the actual good they'll do with that advice, compared to 1,500 kids just in a line, waiting for their turn. And like I was saying earlier in the episode, I like the fact that we know little tidbits about this character, and that she seems rather aloof to people and just putting up appearances as to maintain friendships and the like. As to exactly why or what's going on there, not sure it will be explored too heavily with how many episodes are left. Of course, with Mob now promptly travelling to the ICU, with her moving away, even if he made it to the park and spoke to her and whatnot, how well was that going to go down? How far is she moving? Is it going to be able to work out anyway? Let alone with everything else that's going on. Mob's life is a bit busy at the minute. With the episode slowly ticking up on Mob's counter, getting it pushed to a certain level, we know that he's under a little pressure. And then for it to the entire thing come to a screeching halt. What exactly would happen after he's knocked down? All the small facets of self-improvement, like the body improvement club, like all the friends and people that he's been made throughout the years, and the small bits of his own life that he could be proud of, apparently don't mean anything when you come up against a moving chunk of steel. But I do like that, as we saw, cat, stop it with psychic powers. Small child, that requires some more personal involvement. I mean, Mob could have easily just stomped the car again, moved the kid out of the way with his abilities, but maybe there's something more intrinsic in it. Or maybe he just wanted to sabotage himself. He knew it might not go down now, so you know what? If I'm in hospital, she can't say no. She can't say yes, but at least she can't say no. Traffic accident or not, add one to the incidents that happened around here. Personally, I've never been in a traffic collision or anything of the like, whether as a passenger or driver, apart from when I was on a bus once, but I don't think that really counts. But it is quite dangerous to make sure to look both ways when you try and cross the street. Don't get distracted playing video games with headphones in. Even if you think you are safe, there are other people you need to watch out for. As we found out. But whether you're building sandcastles, floating frogs through the air, which might be a little more difficult than the other, or just trying to build some memories with someone, make sure to cherish the time that you do have. You never know when someone's going to move away unexpectedly. But if you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment on the video, consider subscribing to the channel, maybe join to my Discord, who knows. But for now, get yourself some rest, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. If you want to be one of the ones that are giving me advice, whether or not it's to actually improve myself, to chase my heart's desires, or just offer your condolences because you don't actually have anything smart to say, consider joining onto my Patreon, because with the help of Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Endurist, Shiwan, Mats, Arkany, Guado, Danny Swee, Maxwell, Kite, Diego, Zenhausen, Jim Ace Backwards, the Kebab Seller, Tori Jane, and everyone else, well, as you can see, I've actually made something here.